Tuttle here for Ferguson Roof Systems. For 43 years, Ferguson Roof Systems has been protecting Oklahoma's homes and businesses with quality roofing services. Their goal was to be the most honest and dependable roofing company in the state, all while providing free services such as lifetime labor warranty and annual inspections. Well, mission accomplished with thousands of client testimonials, an A+ Better Business Bureau rating, and a 5-star rating on Google. Look, the weather gives you enough to worry about, so why worry about who to trust with your roof? Call Ferguson Roof Systems today or find out more at fergusonroofsystems.com.
Hey everyone, happy Friday to you. Lunchtime weather update here with AT's Weather. Thanks for stopping by. Make sure you like and share this video. Tell your friends and family about the weather forecast you can get here in Oklahoma City that covers Oklahoma and a little bit of the surrounding states to give you your accurate weather forecast without all the nonsense, clickbait, drama, hype, and all that. So welcome to the right place. We'll talk about the weekend. We have a little bit of a weather system coming in. So we're going to make sure you're up to date on that and what you can expect for the next couple of days. And then we're going to turn you loose to enjoy the rest of your Friday and enjoy your lunch. Okay, so out there currently, oh, by the way, before I do that, there's always just some housekeeping to do. On Facebook, if you click this link that I just posted, you can get a direct notification from me when I do go live so you don't miss any updates. That goes to your Facebook Instant Messenger, by the way. Thanks to you guys joining me on Rumble, also on YouTube. Always good to see you. Jim is in the house as usual. Good to see you there from Mustang. So Jody will also chime in with you guys from time to time. Prince of Rain is checking in from Norman and Cleveland. Robert from Tulsa. Nancy's from McCurtain County. You guys are just all over the state. Somebody wants some monkey business. Well, I might have some of that for you. If you're wondering what monkey business is, it means when the weather's up to no good, it's got something up its sleeve. So we'll see what it does here for the short term and if there's anything for the long term. Malaria is here from Oklahoma City Metro, and Robert says, what's with the shirt? Well, isn't it self-explanatory? You never know. You just got to throw that out there. It's fun. I got a comedy club deal here in town, so I like to wear it every now and then. You know, show my support for the local comedians. All right, so let's go on with the show. First things first, it's cloudy out there, right? Now, it's weird because it looks very moist. If you notice, maybe your concrete was wet this morning when you got out. We've had a return of humidity off a south and southwesterly wind across the state with some pretty good gusty winds, but that has brought in the lower level humidity, so some cloud cover. We're in the mid-50s. So it's cool, but it's not, overly cold. It's either 3/4 inch sleeve or a light jacket weather kind of a deal, but that's about it, which is a nice change from just being what it was 24 hours ago. It was pretty cold out there. All right, so let's take a look here at the winds across the state. And they're gusting up around 30 miles per hour in some cases. Here over central Oklahoma, there's a gust of 40 up around Kingfisher. Another gust, actually just west of there, another gust up around 41 up here in northeastern Oklahoma. So it is going to be a little bit of a windy day today. Temperatures are, you could go from mild to pleasant out here in far western Oklahoma, the Panhandle, to a little bit on the cool side once you get into the east and southeast because the cloud cover is still hanging on pretty thick out there. And we're kind of in the middle here in central Oklahoma, kind of got the squeeze plate going. All right, well, what's coming our way? So first things first, a little upper level energy is coming on by. It's not a whole lot, it's just a little. So as I put this into motion right about here, you see all that red on the map coming in for Saturday evening. This is around midnight. You can see it transverses the state from west to east through Sunday morning. And a little push there for Sunday afternoon, but really, really weak. And then one final hurrah there for Monday morning. All right, what that's going to do is kind of keep some of the cloud cover around. So you'll notice kind of a partly to mostly cloudy sky But there will come a little bit of a surge in moisture for that first round because we've got a cold front to work with. So let's take a look at how temperatures ought to progress. For today, again, a mixture of some nice weather out west, 70s, 60s. Eastbound, a little cooler, 50s. Oklahoma City's going to be tough. If we can get a little bit more sun, we can hit around 60 degrees. If not, and those clouds just hang in there, we're still stuck in the mid-50s, about where we are. I think we'll probably hit about 60. But regardless, here's what happens in for this evening. So here's 9 o'clock, 10 o'clock. You will notice on this map there's a differentiation in the colors, because right here is a cold front that is heading to the south and east overnight tonight. So if you are going out this evening late up here in northwest Oklahoma, bring a jacket with you for sure. And in southern Oklahoma, not too bad until the daybreak hours. So as we go into the midnight hours, we've dropped to a 45 here in Oklahoma City. It's in the 30s up to the north, southeast Oklahoma. By the time you hit to McAllister at 3 o'clock in the morning, it's finally cooling down for you in the 40s. 30s elsewhere over the state. So by tomorrow morning, it is a cold start to our Saturday. We'll be in the 20s across northern Oklahoma, low 30s here in central, and even some mid to upper 30s across Red River Valley for your start in your Saturday morning. Now, here's what happens on Saturday. This is where things kind of get interesting. So in the afternoon, we're going to rebound, probably to about the mid 40s before cloud cover rolls in here, and that may be a stretch. There's a bust potential for the models on how warm we get for Saturday afternoon. It may be upper 30s because of the cloud cover. All right, now as we head into Saturday night, right around midnight, you see this little enhancement. I'll highlight this for you. This little batch here. You see how temperatures here are dropping compared to everywhere else, from the north to east. What is that's falling is from temperatures cooling due to precipitation that's coming from the sky and evaporating and helping to cool that layer. So what happens is it drops us down into the mid-30s along the I-40 corridor here from western Oklahoma to the metro at the daybreak hours on Sunday. You can see some pockets in here right around 32 degrees. Now you're going, why is that important? Well, because we're probably going to have a little bit of light rain and some light drizzle. Now, if temperatures get right around 32 degrees or below, obviously, you're going to have a chance for a little bit of patchy freezing drizzle and some light freezing rain. So that's the big sneak attack that may happen overnight Saturday into early Sunday morning. All right, now on Sunday itself, though, we start to warm up. We're back into the 40s and 50s across the state by late day. So it'll be a chilly weekend overall, so you want to make sure you have your jackets ready for that. All right, so let's get down to the details on how that precipitation is going to look. Oh, real quick before I do that, I forgot about this map. I want to show you the dew point values. The dew points there in the green indicates moisture. All right, so you can feel that out there. But watch what happens. So we surge into the 50s today, so that's kind of sticky out there. Then by 11 o'clock, when that front's rolling through, look how these dew points drop into the teens. I mean, we're down. The models are really going nuts here for Saturday into the teens as far as the dry air is concerned. That's super dry. That's static electricity dry, right? Then we have that little precipitation breaking out west. Here's midnight into 2 o'clock in the morning. And remember that little column of cooler air. You see how this is affected here because the dew point values are now coming upward. So the air temperature goes down, the dew points go up, and they meet in the middle. Where they meet in the middle, of course, is the critical temperature. But you can see up here across northern Oklahoma, still dry because that disturbance is not affecting them at this point in time. So they don't get to moisten up their atmosphere very much. But through Sunday morning, dew points do moisten, and the question is how much they moisten. It says 33 here in Oklahoma City, for example, by 6 a.m. So if any light freezing precipitation is to occur, it should occur probably just prior to that point to where things that'll moisten up and warm up too much. So this is how it looks in the output of the model data for tonight. So again, cold front comes in by midnight here in Oklahoma City. So if you're out late, wear a jacket. Otherwise, here comes that light rain band here for Saturday, 9 o'clock in the evening across the Panhandle, moving into western Oklahoma. That moves into the 11 o'clock hour and midnight here in central Oklahoma for Saturday night and Sunday morning. Now, you do see these little pink areas here on the map. That's where the model is saying, you know what, it could be just cold enough to get a little bit of that touch of freezing drizzle, freezing rain, which only means that bridges and overpasses might become just temporarily slick. So just be careful is the main point of that. Temperature here on this forecast sounding is 32 degrees with a dew point of 30. So the wet bulb is in between, which is 31 degrees, which is below freezing. So again, any elevated surfaces could potentially get a very light coating of ice briefly. But you can see how that mess continues from 2 o'clock in the morning, 3 o'clock, 4 o'clock, 5 o'clock, 6 o'clock. You can see how, 6 o'clock, things are kind of winding down a little bit. Also, lighter rain moves down to the south into southern Oklahoma for the Sunday morning. And again, just kind of cloud cover hanging in off and on throughout the day. But anything significant as far as precipitation goes is pretty much over with by noontime on Sunday. And we do look at overall rainfall amounts are not that much, but there's a corridor here. We're getting about a quarter to, maybe a third of an inch here across I-40. Plus or minus, in other words, north and south, about, let's just call it 50 miles. And then there's some just scatterings of light showers down here in southern Oklahoma. Heaviest stuff maybe down across far southeast, where they might get pockets down there around half an inch or so. So that's kind of how the rainfall sets up. The cloud cover, the temperatures, all that kind of stuff. By the way, here is cloud cover. The blue represents 100% cloudiness, right? So headed to, let's see, here's Saturday morning. You can see how there's just a few clouds around the state, so we will get some sun on Saturday. But then here is Saturday evening, 10 o'clock. You can see it's pretty overcast across most of the state. And then on Sunday, there's a few breaks in those clouds in the afternoon, but not many. So don't expect a whole lot of sun this weekend. Temperatures, 45 degrees for a high tomorrow for your Saturday afternoon here in central Oklahoma. About 50 on Sunday. Monday's a nice day, 69 degrees. And then we're cooling right back into the 50s. So the front that the models had advertised for Monday and Tuesday of next week earlier on looked pretty significant. And they backed off significantly from that earlier data set. So it's a good front, but it's nothing crazy. We had a colder front yesterday, so this is nothing compared to that one. But anyway, so it'll be into the 50s and 40s for the next several days. And then, as we said, the overnight period is getting back down closer to freezing. Speaking of which, watch this period here. Let's see. Let's just go from the 11th to 12th. Big question mark. Could we have some monkey business? There is a computer model, just one, which doesn't say much, that says, you might have some monkey business in that period, a little bit of a winter event. So I will keep an eye on that, and we will find out if a winter storm is coming our way toward the middle of the month and around this period. And then we'll see if things kind of get active from there. But that's the way it looks for right now. Like I said, this weekend, the only thing we have is a little bit of light rain and drizzle, which may have a little touch of freezing rain and drizzle here across the I-40 corridor and overnight Saturday night and early Sunday morning. If that were to be the case, it's right at that critical 31, 32 degrees. Some bridges and overpasses might come a little slippery, so if you're traveling late, just be advised of that. Otherwise, today, we're going to warm you back up into the, say, upper 50s to the near 60 for central Oklahoma, and then much warmer out west, a little cooler out east. And that's it. Pam, thank you for the stars there on Facebook. 500 big ones my way. Thank you. Appreciate you. Appreciate all of you actually tuning in, watching, sharing, liking. Use my weather app, AT's Weather to Go. It's free on Apple and Google Play. Just download that. We had some tornadoes, so those folks that used it around Louisiana, Mississippi, Alabama, they all get notifications early that tornadoes were developing. And if you ever want to be in that situation, which I would assume most of you are, download the app. It's free. It doesn't cost you anything, and it's proprietary algorithms that predict those tornadoes earlier on. And we still have, I know typically we have a severe weather season in the fall, but that's coming on, right? We're in December. Will we have something in Oklahoma? Every month of the year we've seen a tornado, believe it or not. Very rare, but it does happen. And the long-range models do have some more storms in our neck of the woods, we'll say, at least maybe parts of eastern Oklahoma. There's a couple of storm systems that, depending on the timing, over the next couple of weeks, we'll see what they do. And again, that little winter storm potential right around the 11th or 12th. We'll see if anything comes out of that. Sometimes you can have snow on the northwest side, blizzard, and then tornadoes on the southeast side. So sometimes we get those type of winter storms. But it's Oklahoma. That's why I live here. It ain't for the scenery, it's for the weather. But no, this is a good state to live in. Cost of living's great. There's a lot of transplants from East Coast, West Coast, because they realize they get more bang for their buck, and it's not bad. Traffic's pretty easy compared to big cities, so there's a lot going on for us. All right, listen, I'm out of here. Appreciate you guys stopping by. Enjoy the rest of your Friday, and have a great weekend, and we will talk again soon. Take care, everyone.